episode 285 of the What the Fanboy Show. It is our final episode of the season, quote unquote. Next week we'll be going into our 2023 season, and I'm excited for that. But that means today we get to talk about the best of 2022.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited to get to that. We do have a few things we want to touch on before we get to that. So Luke, okay, you guys are talking.
I'm in the Discord
Oh,
telling people to come check it out. Come hang out.
If you're on Discord, if you're into Discord, you can check out the What the Fanboy Discord. Come join the
hangout.
Am I in it? Am I even in it?
Yeah, you're
Yes, you were in it.
I've literally never opened it, so you know what? I'm just gonna keep playing that card. I haven't opened it yet.
I haven't opened it. Okay.
I'm gonna open it someday, and there's gonna be some surprise in there waiting for me. Something I don't know.
Yeah. Well, yes. So this is our official Discord plug, I guess.
What the freaking heck?
Brett drops tweets in, and we do a little chat about it.
Oh yeah, man. You get a preview of this week's episode because typically we'll talk about the news that we, if I drop in some stories that I think are relevant. But yeah, there's my little
Group chats aren't my thing.
Our pitch for the Discord. In any case, Luke, what'd you do this week?
Oh, I'm first. I have my show notes open twice. That threw me off. I'm sorry.
That's always weird when you have a doc open twice. You see yourself in there, you're like, wait, what?
What the heck?
Have I breached the multiverse?
I'm going to be honest, I didn't do a whole lot this week. I had a very, very busy week.
Nothing wrong with that.
I didn't like it.
Okay, well, I'm saying we're not going to punish you for being busy enough.
Oh. No, just work's been crazy, and the weekend was wild.
Yeah, fair enough.
But
anything of note?
I do have two things
to
just quickly kind of mention. One is the movie Vengeance that just came out this past year is on Amazon Prime, and I really encourage people to go watch it. It's really, really good. It's a dark comedy. It's by BJ Novak, who is from The Office. Really good. Please go watch it. About a dude who's doing a podcast in Texas about a girl he knew who got murdered. It's funny and it's dark. I guess this is why it's a dark comedy.
That fits.
The other thing that I did was the Legend of Vox Machina.
Yes.
Had its first 3 episodes premiere on Prime Video, and I watched those.
Okay.
Did anybody else do that?
Yes.
I think you did.
I did that as well, and I'm really enjoying it.
The first season was awesome.
Yeah.
And the second season is off to an absolute rip-roaring start. They didn't really do any build-up. They're just kind of like, boom, dragons, and like people dying. It's just like, oh, okay, here we go. I'm really, really looking forward to where it's gonna go.
All right.
Super underrated show from last year. That's it.
Cool. We in the chat, people have been talking about some crackling. Luke, will you adjust your plug there just a little bit? Hopefully that fixes it. If not, I'll have to do some investigation. So in addition to watching The Legend of Vox Machina, I and my wife have been watching the new Velma show on HBO Max. This is written and starring Mindy Kaling.
Goodness
Kaling.
gracious, that was hard for you, man.
Words
you okay?
are hard. No, never.
You're all right?
I'm never okay. Now I'm worried about my audio.
I was gonna say the mic's got him to show.
It's got me all out of sorts. In any case,
bring up that old IMDb.
This is a weird show to like talk because it's not Scooby-Doo in any sense. It's the Scooby-Doo characters, but they're all very different. It very much feels like its own thing, which I'm okay with because I think if it did feel too much like Scooby-Doo, I think I would be upset by a number of the changes. I also don't know like how to recommend this. It's a very adult show, kind of in the same vein as like Rick and Morty in terms of like it's trying to be crass, right? Like it's it understands what it is. It's trying to be meta. It's trying to be edgy, and I think it kind of works. It's also like a 20-minute show that we just turn on just to like. It's a nice palate cleanse for like, if we watch something intense. But there's only 4 episodes out, so we'll see how that ends. The last thing I want to mention is the second episode of my other podcast, Deconstructing the MCU, dropped this last week. You can find that in a variety of places. I'm actually not sure where Trevor publishes that. I know it's on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, at least. But
the important ones.
Yeah. But this week we talk about the Incredible Hulk, and we have a very
classic film.
We have a very Incredible Hulk themed drink, which is fun. It's green, and
it's a Mountain Dew.
No,
Mountain Dew with protein powder.
No, it's I don't remember what
probably
it is.
Hypnotic and Hennessy.
Hypnotic and
Oh, it's like a drink.
Yeah, like a drink.
Hypnotic is a cognac.
Well, there's another cognac.
Probably Hennessy.
Okay.
The drink is called the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Tyler knows what it is.
They're saying words I don't understand.
But I'll just plug that real quick before I hand it off to Tyler.
And I'll go very quickly. I watched The Last of Us, and I have occasionally been texting Luke because I am currently rewatching Batman the Animated Series. And every now and again, I'll text Luke and I'll be like, bro, I forgot how great these episodes are. Like, you get to...
It's one of the best shows ever, man.
The whole show is really good. Like, there's very few episodes where you're like, I could pass this. But, like, those 2-parters are just mint. Like, they're so good. But, one of my other favorite episodes, and I forgot how much I liked it, is the Grey Ghost episode.
Great.
It's so good.
Got Adam West is the Grey Ghost.
It's just so good.
I feel like I watch that show and an episode pops up and I'm like, I don't remember really liking this episode. Like Batman's in my basement.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, should I just skip this one? And you're like 20 minutes in, you're like, oh my gosh, this is so
That's
good.
the last episode of Disc 1. And like I got to it and I was like, oh, I remember this episode. And I kind of had the same feeling. I was like, it was fine. And then like you're watching it and you're like,
you're locked in.
I just get like in the mindset of the kids. It's like, bro, this would be so stressful. Like, but what's been really cool about this is my daughter loves it. Like if I turn it on, she comes running from the back of the house. Like,
nice.
She hears the
and anytime it gets to the credits, like and the theme plays and it has like Batman, like the red silhouetted Batman up there. She points at it and she goes, "Dah!" Like she gets so excited, and it's just been such an awesome time, watching this show with my kid because it was a show I watched as a kid.
Dude, there's something special about like passing that on to your children.
Yeah.
I can't explain it other than it just feels good.
Yes.
What would you say you are most excited to watch with?
Like
YouTube, Brett. You might have done it already.
Like in the future?
Yeah. You're like
introduce her to
we're watching Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm still at that point where I'm trying to figure out. She's still figuring out what she likes, right? Like we're
Sit
just
down, little child. We're watching
just
Saw.
at the point. We're just at the point where we're like, there are things out there that are like it's not Bluey or.
Hey, Bluey's great. You watch your mouth.
No, I'm not okay. I'm just.
I love
saying,
Bluey.
I'm okay. I said the wrong thing. My Little Pony, fine. Actually, she hasn't watched My Little Pony in a while. But for example, like she enjoys like the Lego Star Wars animated movies or shows things. But we've watched a couple of the Star Wars movies, and she's mildly entertained by them. But, like, I'm not sure if she's quite old enough to really appreciate them or understand that at this point. So, yeah, I don't know.
You be mad if her favorite Star Wars movies, Rise of Skywalker?
Disowned!
What if her least favorite film franchise is Jurassic Park?
Fine.
It'll just kill you inside for the rest of your life.
I'll just be torn.
Your deathbed line to her will be like, I can't believe you didn't like those movies. No, so I won't go into detail because I think it's pretty self-explanatory. But JT guessed, and he guessed right. It's Remember the Titans. Just because I think there's an important message in that movie, and it's a message that's lost on a lot of people.
Yeah.
And it's a message that means a lot to me. So probably that. As far as franchises go, though, Harry Potter.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait.
That would be Stephanie's.
Like
for Claire,
dude. I was watching the Hogwarts Legacy cinematic that came out, and like the music started like swelling up, and I was like, man, I love this freaking franchise, man. And I can't wait. We actually are in the process of buying the animated Harry Potter books to read with her as she gets older. So
nice.
I'm really excited to share that.
Yeah,
with her.
My parents didn't know if they could show me Harry Potter or not. Witchcraft. I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
Finally convinced them. Worth it.
Did they like them too?
I don't think they've watched them.
Oh man, they're missing out.
The first one was like on TV or something.
The problem is now, like, I don't think the first one's aged
No,
that
one's aged the worst. Like,
and
the
so
first,
like you like introduce them because you have to start there. You can't just start at number 2.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the
have
first
to get
one's the
through
longest
that.
movie.
I think so.
It might be Chamber of Secrets, but,
yeah, but
those two are
they
definitely
split the
longest.
last one into 2 movies. So,
Easton, you've never watched Harry Potter? Wow.
Get out of here.
nah.
Why?
You good? They good. They good movies.
I'm
Well,
genuine.
some people kind of disagree with Harry Potter right now.
That's true. That's true.
For reasons.
For reasons. For a variety
Because their
of
creator
reasons.
might be a very mean person.
Throw away everything you own too.
Okay, well, Easton's probably gonna...
I'm very curious as to why Easton hasn't watched them.
Yeah. No, and I want him to write a... I want him to let us know. But Tyler and I, need to open our Flamin' Hot Mountain Dew Cheetos flavored drinks.
If you don't want it, I'll finish it.
I'm very nervous about this.
I'm not, because I posted in the Discord that I'm not afraid.
You gotta commit.
I'm
You gotta
terrified.
commit to the bit.
Everybody, come take my hand.
Oh,
Doesn't
well,
smell
that doesn't
bad.
smell bad. I was much more concerned about that.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Bruv.
Oh, I do feel the heat. That's weird.
It's not what you expect. Like, still tastes like Mountain Dew, but still tastes like Cheeto.
It's kind of like a tangy Mountain Dew, but with a weird heat in the back of my throat.
Just wait till you get the feeling in your mouth where it's like, I've been eating Cheetos for a while, I think. Comes about halfway through the can.
I get what Barack and Roller is saying here. I get what you're saying.
So, Barack and Roller in the chat he's commenting on our drink of choice here. I had one of those a while back. Felt like acid dripping into the back of my throat.
I get what he's saying.
The heat's not on my tongue. The heat's back here.
Yeah.
It's post-spicy feeling.
It's so weird.
I liked it. I thought it was good. I'm not even going to lie.
Okay, so Easton has watched
3 of them.
some of them, but not the entire series. I can get that. Like, if you're not into it after a couple of the movies, why would you keep going?
If you're not into it, TurboTax.
I am tired of seeing TurboTax advertisements.
There's only actually 8 films. And honestly, they get better as you go along. So.
They do get much better as time goes.
If you can watch the first one and you go, that was okay, you will be perfectly fine through the rest of them.
Honestly, by the time... I actually think the first 3... this is a weird Harry Potter tangent we're going to go on, but we're going on it.
3 is the first, good one.
3 is also... But, the first 3 are also different.
Okay,
I think once you hit 4 through 8 are all very consistent. They're all David Yates films, right?
Nope.
4's not.
4's not.
Who
5.
did 4?
I don't remember his name.
I don't know. Okay, but in any case, I still feel like 4 feels...
Mike Newell.
4 and the rest of them all feel like very much the same. 1 kind of has this weird, very youth approach. I mean, it's a kid's story, child actors. It feels like a kid's movie.
Here's my thing. In the first 2 movies, there's no magic.
Yeah.
You can experience some magical things, but in number 3, they're doing magic.
And there's creatures.
There's creatures.
Yeah.
And for me, 5 is really kicks off because they're teaching themselves.
Yeah.
And there's stakes at the end of 4.
Yeah.
Which carry into 5.
Yeah.
One and two though are kind of like,
Yeah, 1 and 2 are fine.
here's where Hogwarts is.
I think
3's
the-
interesting.
I think the third act of 2 is good,
Yeah. The third act of 2 feels more...
akin to the rest of them.
Yeah.
I'd say the first two are also just like, it's a bunch of kid actors, and
Yeah.
they're not solidified into their characters quite yet. I don't think they're bad. They're like 12 years old.
Yeah.
They do good.
Yep.
But they're also long. Dude, that first movie's long.
Isn't it like 240?
Oof. Wow. That'd be rough. I'm going to have me another drink of this.
Harry
I've drank like half of this. No,
Potter
not quite.
run times.
Man, I don't know how to feel about that. My stomach is
Sorcerer's
already saying,
Stone is 232.
excuse me.
Chamber of Secrets is 241.
Okay, I was gonna say I know they're like around that 240
241.
mark.
And the last book is 2 movies. I get that. And that's actually probably the only franchise that's like did a good job of splitting the books. 5 is the shortest movie, and it is the longest book.
book.
Yeah.
They said we're sticking to the story on this one.
Yeah.
That was my favorite book.
Well, I'm happy we had this weird Harry Potter tangent.
Dude, I'm always game for some Harry Potter chat.
Do a Harry Potter binge-a-thon every once
Should
in
we
a
do
while.
like a Harry Potter mini series on YouTube
That could be fun.
where we dive back into
Ooh.
those?
That could be fun.
Reconstructing the Hogwarts.
There you go.
Oh,
Star Wars better? Yeah, duh. Of course.
You're not gonna hear an argument from me against that statement. I would say Star Wars is better, except one of those franchises nailed the ending, and the other one
Had a big wet fart.
did not. To be fair, then Harry Potter went and made the Fantastic Beasts films, which have been rocky at best.
They're fine. They're fine.
Yeah.
I still
they're all
haven't
fun,
watched
yeah.
the third one.
I like the third one, honestly. I didn't think it was like great, but I liked
It's
it.
better than the second one. I think
I
coming
like
off
the second one
Oh,
too. I
Luke,
thought it
you
was
crazy.
fine.
You crazy. Okay, let's get into our trailer roundup and some news, and then we'll hit our Fanboy Awards. There were first off, the trailer that stuck out to me most this week, I saw during one of the football games. It was a trailer for Apple TV Plus with Timothy Chalamet. I thought this was a hilarious trailer.
It is pretty funny.
It was just so good. It's not for it's for Apple TV Plus.
So what's he gonna be in?
That's the question, right? Like he's got to
Probably
be in
just a
something.
commercial.
My favorite.
Is
my
there a
favorite
John Hamm
line.
show or movie yet? Because he was the other person that did this.
That's right. He did, didn't he?
No, there hasn't been. My favorite line in the whole thing is like, he's
I
like,
could do weird.
Blackbird. He's like, prison. I could do prison, and like for whatever reason, that line just cracks me up so much. Maybe it's because of the connotation that prison brings with it, but it's just funny. And he's so frail and small, and it just cracks me up.
Yep. Today we got a trailer for the Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves movie coming out in March.
I'm thumbs upping that.
I am too.
I don't think it looks good. It looks fun though.
It's gonna be a fun bad movie,
Yep.
and there's nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
I'm excited, and I said this earlier to them. The main reason I'm excited for it because I think it's gonna go Lego Movie towards the end,
Ooh,
where it
yeah.
turns out these are people actually playing a Dungeons and Dragons campaign, and we're just kind of actually watching their characters, and I'm excited for that reveal. It's gonna be fun.
I love it. Scream 6. We got a trailer for.
This drink is weird.
The drink is weird. I don't know how to feel.
Do you have the
about
chalky feeling yet, where it's like I have Cheeto dust in my mouth?
No.
it.
Not
No. No. But I did get excited. I can't transition that back to Scream 6. Scream 6 trailer. Big thumbs up. Scream comes to the city. Was not expecting to like that pitch, but good trailer at least.
Yet. Yeah.
I have no comment because I just think slasher movies.
They're dumb.
Just
and they're
listen to
fun.
them. Just listen to them.
Yeah. I thought Scream 5 was great. This looks like they're just gonna build on what they've kind of started with this new cast.
Yep.
So
Yep. We got an Invincible season 2 teaser. It was not a trailer in the traditional sense, in that we don't know anything about season, but we do know that it's coming at the end of the year.
Here's a hot take. Thumbs down. I thought this
No.
was dumb. This is a 2.5-minute trailer to say this is coming sometime at the end of the year.
I actually don't disagree, Luke. It's a thumbs down for
Such
me.
a waste of money.
Yeah.
Just put out a tweet. It's just
you
such a
could've-
build-up all month that like we're revealing stuff to
Yeah.
say nothing.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my gosh.
And I think that's part of the problem. Had they not done all the teasing on Twitter,
Yeah, if this had just come out
and they just dropped this like out of nowhere,
yeah,
then it'd have been like, oh, okay,
it's still a little long
it is kind
for
of
what it is, but
especially to give us nothing.
yeah. If there was a 15-second sizzle at the end of that,
Right.
It's not even an exact date. It's just
yeah,
Late,
fall.
late 2023.
2023.
But then even then they're like give or take, and it's like, well, what does that
it's
mean?
gonna be next year.
That'd be hilarious. It
Gotta
slips
get
into
delayed.
January.
Next year.
Ugh.
That it made. I was like, I finished it. And I was like, this is so stupid.
Over on HBO, there was a trailer today that dropped. I'm guessing you guys have not seen this for Harley Quinn, a very problematic Valentine's Day special.
I saw the
I saw the announcement.
announcement, but I didn't watch the little.
I haven't watched season 3 yet.
Yeah, season 3 was a little bit of a miss for me actually.
I never really heard about it.
Yeah,
Other than that it was out. I heard there was like that James Gunn was on it,
Oh yeah, for
like the first episode.
Uh,
and then
he
made
had a
made the
couple-
Wayne film or whatever.
he had
in
a
it.
couple reoccurring scenes throughout the season, but yeah, it was probably 10 minutes of total work for him. This is kind of a sideways for me. I more or less because of where season 3 ended. But I will say I've been very pleasantly surprised with most of the holiday special things that we've gotten recently, and so like I'm kind of excited just because it looks like it's an opportunity for the creators to kind of go wild and just have fun with it. And
Mhm.
Harley Quinn, this series leans into that all the time, so could be cool.
Nice.
The last thing I have is our Netflix 2023 preview, which I think came out like Tuesday last week. It's mostly stuff we've seen before. In terms of their little clips of different movies that are coming out throughout the course of this year on Netflix. But the one that we really hadn't seen anything, and we got at least a few seconds of footage, was Rebel Moon. Zack Snyder's
A lot of it was slow motion,
sci-fi.
too.
Gotta pad that runtime in there.
I think we kind of talked about like the trailer itself didn't really do anything for us, but when we went back and we looked at like, oh, what are these titles? Like, we're excited for a number of them.
The one I'm looking forward to the most is they clone Tyrone.
Boom.
Yeah.
It looks awesome.
Agreed.
We had already gotten a trailer for that a while back.
Yeah.
When did we? That was like last winter, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a while, a couple months. I think that looks great. Wonder who my Netflix dumpster fire of the year is going to be, since I have one almost.
Probably
every year.
Rebel Moon.
No, I feel like I trust Zach a little bit with a sci-fi thing. Should I?
Visually it'll look cool.
Nope.
Well, I
Army of the
guess
Dead is
Army
one
of
of
the
the
Dead.
worst looking movies I've ever seen.
That's true.
I don't know, man.
Where is your faith placed in Snyder for that movie then?
He loves Star Wars, and he wanted to make Star Wars, but they wouldn't let him. I like Star Wars, so I'm thinking if it's cool like Star Wars, I'll enjoy it. I'm just such on a low with Snyder with what he's given me over the past couple years. Not the Snyder Cut. The Snyder Cut was fine. Just his Army of the Dead stuff. In case one of our 20 viewers has a hissy fit about what I don't know. It's Bagman.
That's fair.
Just don't know.
I'm not sure where I'm at either. I mean, this really didn't give you anything to be like, oh, this looks
Like
good, or
10
oh, this
seconds.
looks terrible.
Don't tell the internet that.
It was a oh.
No,
put-
do it.
those are-
Maybe
those
we'll
are
get a little
shots.
traction.
They put
Those are shots.
They put Charlie Hunnam in a green hood. Ugh.
Ooh.
That was Charlie Hunnam.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
So the internet, of course,
I
latched
get it
onto
now.
that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so stupid. The problem is, Twitter thinks I'm really interested in that movie.
In Rebel Moon?
Yeah. And so whenever I see a tweet about it, I have to say, not interested in this because the new Twitter algorithm is absolute garbage.
Yeah.
Dude, we have not. Okay, well, let's just move over to news. The new
Nope.
Twitter
No,
album.
no.
Algorithm.
You
Yeah.
missed literally the biggest trailer of the week.
What did I miss?
The Mandalorian.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a sideways for me. I don't know. I'm not hyped on The Mandalorian like everyone else.
I am.
I'm
think
thumbs
it was-
up. Yeah, I'm excited
know.
for it.
I think season 1 and season 2 are both really good. Boba Fett sucked, but you know what the best part about Boba Fett was?
The
The Mandalorian episodes.
You're not wrong. And the directors,
I hope they kill Grogu.
the directors they have coming back great. That's my biggest thing is that Grogu's back.
Listen,
It feels like such a corporate, we have to have him to sell merchandise move, and you're building your story around that. And that's what, I'm not saying it can't be done well. It gives me pause.
here's the thing. You got to remember it is Disney, and you have to have a cute sidekick.
Yeah.
So that's just the thing. But I
Hey, you
feel
know
like
what
I've been
show
talking about it for a while.
Hey, you
Like
know what
Grogu
show
holds
was
the show
awesome
back.
and didn't have a cute sidekick and was a Star Wars? Andor? Oh, yeah.
Not
It
yet.
can be done.
Nobody watched it. Freaking A. It is the best Star Wars show though, live action. But yeah, I think Mandalorian season 3 looks good.
Me too.
I have some faith in Filoni that he'll kind of carry that through. But yeah, I think they should kill Grogu because I think that show would succeed and excel even farther. His death.
I don't know.
That's
if
too dark?
I don't think you could kill him at this point, Luke.
What? Why not?
Because you would alienate half your fans.
Okay, good. Get them out of here. They're not real fans. They're here for the cute little sidekick to sell merchandise. Let them go. We don't need them.
Give him his own.
We're here for storytelling.
Give him his own spin-off show.
Tell critics of The Last Jedi that.
Yeah, the story sucked. Boom, roasted.
Oh, got me good. Okay.
Not really, but
Can we move on to news now?
I have one more trailer.
Oh my
actually.
god.
We got a trailer for Destiny 2 Lightfall. It was a Neo Muna trailer, and they also released a huge update regarding their pretty much entire system of how mods and combat works. It's pretty much going to be Destiny 3. What it looks like. Sorry, Brett. Destiny 3 is never going to happen.
I know. It's fine.
It looks good. It sounds great. PvE is sounding awesome.
Here's the thing. PvP sounds awesome because PvE is the only like part of that game that's not broken right now.
Yeah, the
PvP,
the multiplayer, the Crucible
part of that
PvP
game
is
in a rough place.
it's bad,
It
man.
needs the PvP to survive at this point.
It's really bad. I played it for like an hour today, and listen, I don't hate skill-based matchmaking, but your game suffers when there's like 2 seconds of lag in normal quick play matches. It's infuriating. And they need to be like, okay, we messed up with this. We're going back.
I just don't think I think they will. They just don't have the solution right now.
It will happen probably 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm really excited for Lightfall. Really excited for the campaign, Legendary campaign. Witch Queen was amazing.
Yeah. Witch Queen was great. Hyped as well.
Okay, now go to your news.
Okay, news things. Man. Over in movie land, Avatar: The Way of the Water crossed the $2 billion mark. Congratulations, James Cameron, on having 3 out of the 6 $2 billion movies.
Well, you know who has 4? Zoe Saldana. Which is nuts.
That's crazy.
That is so much money.
That's insane. Wow.
I'm trying to
I
like
didn't even
picture
think about that.
$2 billion $1 bills. 4 times. I know it's like not all going to her, but like
Being a part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
wild, man.
Dang. So congratulations, and we're eagerly awaiting Avatar 3, I guess.
I still got to see part 2.
You still haven't seen 2, have you?
Nope.
Let's just drag him over to the theater after
still
this.
in
I don't
IMAX.
care. I don't care if they're not running any more shows tonight. We'll make them.
They have a
We'll
6.
bust
go
down
full-
that door.
They have a
Griswold's
6:15
Wally World on 'em?
showing.
Yeah.
They have a 6:15 showing every weeknight.
Okay. What are you doing tomorrow?
Recording.
other priorities. Okay, I see.
Then Wednesday, church.
No, that sounds
In
weird.
sad news, there were a lot of layoffs in the gaming industry this last week. Microsoft, Bethesda were kind of hit the biggest.
And Google, right?
And Google as well, some more. Yeah, Google's been doing some layoffs here and there. But that affects, at least on the gaming side of things, that's going to affect 343. Bethesda were kind of the big ones. The HoloLens AR VR team. So if you were holding out hope that a VR system was coming to Xbox first part, and it's not.
Wasn't that a prediction of yours last year?
Yeah, last year. I didn't make it again this year.
Which means it will
reasons.
happen. This is how
Who
this game
knows?
works.
Who knows? It is possible.
I guess while we're in gaming world,
Yeah.
I have a couple gaming stories.
Yeah.
Mac Walters, who was the lead writer on Mass Effect 2 and 3 and was the production director for Dragon Age Dreadwolf, which is the new Dragon Age game, left BioWare this week.
He's starting his own studio, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe so BioWare has been in a weird place for the last few years.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody who's leading a game that's in active development leaving is never a good sign. But I'm sure
R.I.P.
I think it goes back. We need to at some point have a conversation about these mega franchises.
Yeah.
And how we all think we want them, and they're amazing when they work, but it's so hard on development and on that side of things, and we don't really think about it in those terms often as consumers. Like BioWare being locked into developing either a Mass Effect game or a Dragon Age game, at this point,
Should have been it.
at this point, studios are built around games for the most part, rather than studios developing what they want. It's like, hey, we have this property, now we need to build a thing to make the property, the next sequel, the next thing. It'll be interesting to see how that all shakes out.
Yeah, and speaking of game development, Avengers is being delisted and ending active development in September of 2023.
Yeah, so this is the Marvel's Avengers game by Square
Enix.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about this is like all the paid content is going to be free now.
Yeah.
Don't you own that game?
I do own that game. I didn't buy any of the extra content.
So you're going to get it for free.
I literally got the game for free because they had like a buy two get one free pre-owned thing.
Oh, nice.
And I had 2 games in my hand. They're like, pick a free one out. And I was like,
I don't know.
It was next to the register. I was like, I'll take that, I guess.
Yeah.
And I started playing it, and it wasn't terrible story wise.
But will you play the rest?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I hear the end game sucks. So
Yeah.
if I just beat the story and call it good, that might happen. Maybe. I don't know. I enjoyed the character interactions that I got, which was like 3. They're just Captain or Miss Marvel and the
I
Hulk.
enjoyed playing as Kamala in the demo.
Yeah, she's fun to play as. She's more fun to play as than the Hulk. Hulk's boring.
JT, real quick, I wanted to just follow back. I absolutely don't. I'm not shrugging it off that Google laid off employees. I was more speaking to the fact that those departments, as far as I was aware, were not as related to our podcast. There's obviously layoffs are shitty.
How dare you, Brett?
Yo. No.
Obviously, Brett hates people.
No. Yeah. Layoffs are bad and often caused because of corporate greed.
Classic corporate maneuver there.
We
Greed.
should all live in communist America. There, I said it.
Bro,
is that what you wanted, JT?
You're gonna
Is
get
this
us
what you wanted from me?
You're gonna get our tiny little channel banned on Twitch.
Yeah, you better chill out over there, boss man.
Oh, no,
All
I
right,
love it.
Jumping into the next thing because I think JT says I'm the winner. I JT did have a comment earlier that I have to point out because I thought it was really funny. It was when we were talking about The Last of Us and boobs, and he did like the slaps the TV. This thing's got so much boobs in it, and then he put HBO. It was pretty funny. It cracked me up. Well, since Avengers had a really troubled kind of life cycle, especially with like microtransactions, and it launched in a bad state, and there's all these problems, and so DC and Rocksteady, they're jumping into the foray, and they had some leaks this week. One of them being a screenshot from like kind of the load-in lobby area, and there are some games as a service elements in that screenshot, such as a battle pass, some character customization skin stuff, and so now people are worried. And there were some other leaks too that they've come out and kind of shot down. There was a story leak that came out. Somebody put out.
Yo, I straight up read it.
I read some of it.
I read the whole thing.
Yeah, there's been a lot of leaks around it, but they have come out and said that the story leak thing's not true.
Oh, which good.
Yeah. But they did not deny the battle pass stuff. So that is definitely going to be in the game. I know every time I take a drink, I'm just like, this is weird. I would bet
need liquid, but this is not. This is.
It's just liquid Cheeto.
I don't know what it is.
I skimmed the story leak. I didn't read the whole thing.
Oh, I just plowed straight through it. Here's the thing. We had kind of speculated in the past, like I think 3 years ago.
Yeah,
after the first trailer, when they're like, "This is 4 characters, bloopity blop." We're like, "Is this like Avengers?
Like a games as a service type thing?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm out. I'm not gonna get it. This came out. I'm so tired of hearing the word battle pass. It's like a instant not interested anymore. I don't have time for another game with service. I play one that I'm already addicted to. Gosh dang it. And the battle pass in that game is meaningless.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which is why I don't worry as much about it.
Well, what I'm worried is about the style of game as a service as drip-fed content.
Right.
Sure.
Unfinished content, needing constant updates, FOMO. These are all problems Destiny has. Like, I play so much Destiny, though, that, like, it's worth it. Play it when the game sucks, and I like it because I just like Destiny.
Right.
I'm not willing to go. And I don't think this game really services the need to be a game with a service. Like, in 6 months, we're going to get a new addition to the Suicide Squad, and you can play as him. It's going to be exactly like Avengers, and in 2 years, they're going to be saying the exact same that Square Enix said. All of it's free, we're not supporting it anymore. Have at it.
Yeah.
It's the same problem.
Then maybe I'll get it.
Outriders had
$5.
Yeah, it'll be interesting, and especially coming on the heels of Gotham Knights, and kind of the reaction that game got, being a multiplayer game, adding in content later. They didn't have a battle pass. It's not a games as a service.
It's a lot of min-maxing points, though.
Right. Gotham Knights is loaded with min-maxing and gear score and all of that. I'll still play it just because I'm genuinely curious to see what kind of story they're going to tell. And also because Conroy's last performance is in there. And so I really want to experience that in some form or fashion. How much time I spend with it and whether or not I ever buy a battle pass for it, I don't know. But I'll at least beat the story. I mean, I've beaten every other Rocksteady game. Might as well just keep it going. I still think, and I will die on this hill, they should abandon the DC properties with Rocksteady and make a Ninja Turtles game. That's my 2 cents. They could have done this game as Ninja Turtles. 4 characters. It's a new property. You don't have to worry about what people think about it. Just go. Could have been so much easier. And instead, they have a different version of Deadshot and all these different things that people are like, I don't know what's going on.
Captain Boomerang is holding an Uzi. Why can't I just use... I assume you can, but why isn't he holding a boomerang?
His boomerangs look like they're more for traversal than they are for fighting, which is so weird to me.
I don't know, man.
It looks weird. I will.
It does not look like the Rocksteady
that we know.
We know, and they've said it's the same universe, and I don't know if I'll be able to get past that. I have a lot of attachment to Arkham City.
Yeah.
so I just don't think I want to put myself through that. If I hear it's great, maybe I'll end up getting it.
Yeah.
But
Well, something that we got teased with in the DC universe that will be going forward.
Red is a tease.
Know it. Is Jason Momoa had a conversation, I think, with Variety or Vanity Fair,
Yeah, he
maybe.
had like the sit down or whatever.
Yeah. He talked about going in and talking to James Gunn, and basically said, "I'm always going to be Aquaman." Now, that's obviously at some point he will have to hand over those reins, but for now, I think what that means, it's safe to say that there will be characters that continue from what we've got in the DCU to whatever this new thing is. Makes me feel real good about one of my predictions with Harley Quinn and Margot Robbie, which you guys said was an easy one.
It was.
Still is.
Okay. Well,
If
apparently it is an
that
easy prediction.
doesn't come true, then I literally have no idea what's happening in the world.
I think if it doesn't come true, we should give him a point. And if it does, we should take a point away. That's how easy. That's such a layup.
Inverted. Okay. Well, that's fair enough. Did you guys have any other news stories before we move
I
on
have
to
several.
our awards? Then Tyler, me.
Did you guys watch Violent Night? I didn't watch it.
I
No.
never did.
It's getting a sequel.
Nice.
It's in the works.
Heard good things.
All right.
Apparently it's good. Yeah.
I feel like I can't watch it now. Like Christmas is over and
Yeah.
I need to wait till
I think it's on
next-
HBO Max too.
Oh.
Rebel Moon is going to be more than one movie, according to Netflix executives, which
Nice.
on par with what Snyder does. Forspoken reviews are out in the wild. If Forspoken's a game that you've been watching or keeping an eye on, the reviews are out there. They all seem pretty
Average and-
average to meh on it. I've not heard anybody go, "This game's amazing," and I've not
Yeah.
heard anybody be like, "This game
I
sucks."
think we both played the demo. You played it, right?
I did for as long as I could stand it.
I played the entire demo. Fine.
I've heard it's very like some things feel very half baked and some things feel very like over baked.
I think if I could turn off all the dialogue, it would be better. The problem is the combat system is so complicated and convoluted. Still not really that fun. It's cool. It's really cool. It's an awesome world. And I think like the parkour mechanics are really cool. Problem is I have no idea what my attack is doing. And like you have like 9 different attacks on 4 different like wheels, and it's like
And apparently
I don't know what this thing does.
And apparently you don't get elemental magic until like halfway through the game.
Wow.
So yeah, reviews are out. I don't know if it's something that you've been keeping an eye on. Go check it out.
If you've played it and you have an opinion on it, feel free to let us know.
Yeah, let us know. Skull and Bones has been removed from the PlayStation Store.
Why
It
was
is
it on it?
It is expected to release between March 31st, 2023
In March 31st, 2029.
and mid-April 2024.
Oh.
Oh, wow, it's pretty close, no lie.
I don't think this game's ever going to come out.
I think it's gonna get scrapped.
I think it's going to be a tax write-off. WB is going to invade Ubisoft and be like, "Hey, let me show you guys how to do this."
There's gonna
Discovery buys them.
Yep.
Oh boy.
That's my last one. Skull and Bones.
I hope that game never comes out, but always gets delayed. Like they never cancel it, and it's just like, well, it gets canceled in house, but they never say.
Yeah.
They're just like, we need to delay it again.
You know what I can't wait for? I can't wait for it to come out and people will be like, "This game is amazing," and everybody will be like,
Game of the year.
What?
How did it
How
happen?
would that be for a story if that
Oh my
game finally
gosh.
comes out and it wins a Game of the Year?
It's like the Mad Max of video games.
Yes.
Would be insanity.
That's all I got.
I love it. Okay. Great.
Oh, I hope Forspoken doesn't sound like Final Fantasy 15.
The dialogue is so.
I get what you're
Crane.
saying, actually. I thought you were meaning 16. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, that's
I've got a couple more things.
Okay.
cool beans.
Meryl Streep joined season 3 of Only Murders in the Building.
That's right.
Street Monster is in town. I think she's gonna be playing Paul Rudd's mom. Just a guess. She probably did it. Dang it, she's gonna be the killer. You sent me this. You're probably actually the only person that's really excited. Chad Stahelski's gonna direct Michael B. Jordan in a Rainbow Six movie.
Oh.
And the other thing was we got the announcement that Cobra Kai season 6 will be the last season of Cobra Kai.
Yeah, and then they're still working on like the Miyagi verse or whatever. Like there's
Mhm.
still other things coming, but Cobra Kai proper will end.
Okay.
And then
And yes, I'm the only person here probably excited for Rainbow Six.
I wasn't very. I didn't really like that other Michael B. Jordan one.
I think
that
I
came
gave
out.
Without Remorse a Matthew McConaughey.
I think I gave it a straight to streaming.
Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah.
It was, but like the concept of Rainbow Six sounds way cooler than Without Remorse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Helen Hunt has not yet been confirmed to reprise her role of Joe in the series sequel. Gosh dang it! Pay the woman. What does it take? 50 mil? I think that's enough.
That's way too much.
Why?
that
50
movie,
mil. The
that
budget
movie's
for it would be like
budget is-
70.
This just leaves you $20 million to blow some fans in a field. You don't need to do anything else. Just go film it literally in Kansas or Oklahoma and just wait for it to
Well,
tornado.
do it in Kansas here soon. With the bill that might pass.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's true.
there's a film incentives bill that's going through the legislative right now.
They can come film it here, literally just wait outside in the spring. They can film with tornado then.
If they off-screen
just-
kill her via tornado, JT, I will riot. I will riot. And I will drink more of these and then breathe fire on someone.
just match whatever you paid her for Jurassic Dominion World or whatever that movie was called. I like that movie. Remember when that dinosaur
I don't believe
and
you.
slapped that deer to like boom? So freaking awesome.
That was a pretty fun moment.
That might be like my favorite moment of 2022. It's not true.
Speaking of favorite moments in 2022,
Oh, Tyler with a segue.
Brett, do it. I was just segueing it.
Hit the button, Liz.
I wasn't gonna introduce it.
It's time for. Oh,
Oh, did you hit the wrong button?
it's it's time for our What the Fanboy Awards
Dude, this
for
thing's like my
2022.
chest hurt.
Dude, I stopped drinking that
I'm gonna drink the whole
because
thing.
It's
Cause Mama ain't raised no punk.
okay. Well,
I'm kind
yeah.
of a
So
punk.
this is the moment where we get to kind of do our, ironically, the day before the Oscar noms. So we'll see how
We'll talk about
much
those next week.
we're on
Oh,
target.
that's tomorrow?
Yeah,
Look at that.
we're on target with the
Oh
Academy.
yeah, Razzies were today. You said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should have gathered that because
Yeah.
that always happens. Okay, yeah. You know, I'm new to this.
Tom Hanks with the double nominee for performance.
Woo!
Yeah. Okay. We did have Luke. Do you have the results pulled up at all? No. Okay. I can pull them up real quick. And that is.
I didn't do it because you said I didn't need to earlier.
You lied to
You were like,
us.
no, I got it.
No, I got it right here. It's all good. Yeah. So we had you guys fill out
A thing.
your favorite things. So before we talk about ours, we want to talk about yours. We'll go down the list. First off, your favorite. Luke, can you see okay over there?
It's a little far.
It's a little far.
I got my Knox.
I can read it.
Okay, so we had a couple votes. Let's see. We're not going to give numbers exactly, but we'll list some of the things. Everything Everywhere All at Once. Someone loved that.
Great
I
film.
wholeheartedly agree with that. The Batman
Great film.
got a nod. The Northman.
Great film.
That's a good film. Avatar: The Way of Water
Great film.
got multiples. And Top Gun Maverick also got multiples.
Great film. What a list. You know.
That is a list. I'm curious. Mine is
What a
on
list.
there. Are your guys' films on there?
Nope.
Tyler?
Yes.
Tyler's is. Okay.
I filled out a form.
Oh. Okay.
I do this every year. You guys
I know.
don't, and I
We
fill one
shouldn't be
out.
surprised at this point,
It's the
should
bit.
we?
I keep it going. Yes, mine are all in there.
Yeah, okay. So, I'm on board with whoever put Everything Everywhere All at Once. That's my favorite film of the year. I could make arguments for all of these, though. So, definitely can respect all the choices. Tyler, what was yours?
The Batman.
The Batman.
Which is really funny because after I watched Top Gun,
Mm-hmm.
Top Gun was my favorite. And then I watched Everything Everywhere All at Once recently, and that was my favorite. And then I think my recency bias wore off. And then I I don't know if it's because I've been watching Batman the animated series or what, but
So it is recency bias.
It might be, yeah, it might be. But I've had this really weird and like, I don't know. I'm like back to the Batman again. I just love that movie.
Yeah, it's good. Luke, yours isn't on there.
Mine isn't on there. Yeah, I had a little tiny foreign film was my favorite. RRR, man.
Yes.
I watched it and it's just stuck up there. I don't think it's the best movie that came out,
But it's your favorite.
but I had so much fun watching
Yeah.
that. It's 3 hours long and it doesn't feel it whatsoever.
Those are always great.
It's not a wedding. Just the big dance in the middle riles me up. It gets my juices flowing, and that scene finishes, and I'm just like, oh, I want to just start the movie over to just watch the rest. It's so much fun.
Heck yeah.
It's on Netflix. You do have to watch it in Hindi, so subtitles. But man, it's so worth it. Please watch it. It's so awesome.
It's really fun. That's my
Let's
number
watch it.
4 for the year.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm curious, real quick. I'm just gonna go down my kind of top 5. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, Top Gun, Maverick, All Quiet on the Western Front, RRR, and The Black Phone are my top 5. What are your guys's? You have your top 5.
JT's comment, everything Luke just said sounded very sexual and made me uncomfortable. Maybe.
Listen, it can be a euphemism if you wanted to. I'm just speaking, not listening. My top 5. Number 1 was RRR. Number 2, I have Everything Everywhere All at Once. Number 3, The Batman. Number 4, Top Gun. And number 5, Avatar: The Way of Water.
Nice.
Oh, geez. I'll do my top 3.
Okay.
Mine would be The Batman.
Yep.
Everything Everywhere All at Once. Top Gun Maverick.
Woo!
I'm seeing some themes, but I'm happy that we all ended up with a different top movie.
All Quiet was my number 6.
So good.
Nope was number 7.
Nope was number 6 for me.
And then, in my opinion, the most underrated of the movie of the year is my number 8 is Vengeance. I talked about it earlier.
Vengeance is my number 7. Go.
I never saw The Black Phone. So.
Bullet Train's a lot of fun, but it's not one of my favorite.
Top half of the year, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie is a blast.
Yeah. It's easy.
Literally.
It's easy top 3rd for me, I think is.
Bullet Train is 16 on mine out of 35.
The top half.
Mine's 14 out of 48 for Bullet Train.
Dang, 48!
48. The goal is 52 and I didn't make it. Fail.
I need to actually fill out my list. It's
I didn't
half
put a-
done. That's why I did it top.
Oh,
3.
that's one movie a week, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't put a goal, otherwise I feel like it will stress me out too much at the end of the year.
Fair enough.
Also, there's so many horror movies, and I just don't watch them.
Should we jump into TV show?
Let's jump over to TV. Yeah. So, your responses for TV. I see a Cobra Kai. That's Tyler.
No.
It's not Tyler. Wow. Okay. Cobra Kai.
No, I watched it and I like Cobra Kai. It's not even close to the best show of the year.
Bob's Burgers.
Oh, 2 people spelled one wrong.
The Old Man. I'm not familiar with The Old Man.
It's a FX Hulu show.
Yeah.
Jeff Bridges, I think. Isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, the Bridges one. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, now see, this puts it back on my list of things I should check out when I get Hulu again.
Obviously, Tyler's was Wednesday.
Wednesday.
No, I just know he didn't
Hey,
watch it. So.
Yeah, I did not watch it.
It was lots of people's, and maybe not most, but like,
Dude, it was popping
it
off
was
on
popular.
Netflix.
So, and then we have a number of votes for Severance. Dude, Severance was up there for me.
Ding ding ding.
No lie. And then multiple votes for Andor.
Shout out to Andor, man.
Shout out
Getting
to
love.
Andor. I love it. Mine actually isn't on this list.
House of the Dragon.
Oh.
These nuts.
You got me.
Yeah, got him.
No, my favorite. Luke, was yours on there?
Yeah.
Okay. Andor?
Severance.
Severance. Okay. Dude, Severance is number 2 for me. I love that.
Severance is mine
that.
too.
I love that show. Outer Range.
Ooh.
Oh,
Up there
yeah.
For me.
Outer Range is 9 on mine.
Wow, 9.
And I freaking loved that. Remember when we all just randomly watched that the same week without even talking about it?
Yeah, because I think I had watched it, and then it was like Sunday night, like the night before, and I texted you. I was like, "Did any of you guys watch The Outer Range? I need to talk about it." And you were like, "Yeah, I watched it." And I was like, "Yes, we're all watching this."
JT put The Boys season 3 over in the chat. It's excellent again.
Oh my gosh, I don't even have that on here.
Dude, there were a
some good shows.
surprising number of really good shows this year. Normally I have, a couple that are up there in the Booyahs and a couple in the Fanboys, and then most are like low fanboy worthy. Matthew McConaughey, we get a lot of straight to streaming stuff, but like The Sandman, Under the Banner of Heaven, Peacemaker, Murderville, like I loved House of the Dragon. It won an Emmy last week, 2 weeks ago.
I don't remember what I gave The Boy.
I gave The Boys a fanboy worthy.
I think I gave it a fanboy worthy.
Dope. Oh, also Peripheral. I don't know if I even have that. Oh yeah, I do. The Peripheral right there. It's in fanboy worthy. So yeah, a solid year. Well, did you guys? I may have just listed off all of the bestest shows, but did you have any that I didn't?
I would put, obviously, Severance is my favorite show of the year. I agree with all the ones you mentioned. I'd add Welcome to Wrexham, which is a docuseries.
Yeah,
that's really good. Yeah, The Boys, really freaking good. Yeah, it was a great year of TV.
I might have a controversial one in my top 5, guys.
I love it.
My top 5, Severance was my number 1. My number 2 is Stranger Things.
Yep.
Freaking loved it. Number 3 is Peacemaker. Number 4, Tyler looked. What do you think it is?
I didn't look at it and read it.
I have no idea.
It is controversial, I think.
I don't know.
Lord of the Rings.
Oh, Rings of Power?
Yeah.
No.
That was so Dana filled this out, and when she was filling hers out, she actually had Rings of Power in there first, and then she asked me, like, what was yours? And I was like, Severance. She was like, oh, that was last year.
Came out like February?
Yeah,
January?
it was early last year.
Yeah.
And she was like,
That
I totally
Peacemaker?
forgot.
Yeah.
So Rings of Power was going to be her choice.
Yeah.
And my number 5 was Andor.
Okay.
I don't think Rings of Power is controversial.
No.
It would be in my
Maybe
top
on Twitter
5.
it would be.
On Twitter, but everything's controversial on Twitter.
That's a good point.
Yeah, no, I like it. JT over in the chat says, we are still in the golden age of TV right now. And it's
as
interesting.
streamers are starting to struggle, though.
Yeah, I think we're at the tail end, unfortunately. But we're still riding that wave for probably another year and a half at least.
47 shows.
Good Lord.
However,
42.
3 of them received the infamous DF.
Didn't finish.
Dumpster fire or didn't finish.
Oh, gotcha.
Friggin' Devil in Ohio, which was absolute garbage.
Halo
And Willow.
Oh, Willow got a dumpster fire?
Dude, I was trying to just, like,
power through
to, like, roast it every week, and I couldn't do it. It's absolute garbage.
That's brutal.
It's terrible. There's nothing good about that show.
Man, Halo was probably... we don't have... I mean, we may talk about disappointments later, but Halo was definitely the, like, disappointment for me. I knew there was a solid chance I was going to be disappointed, but it was still... It was still the biggest disappointment.
Looking at the games.
Yeah, let's talk about games. Favorite games. We can move over there. We have someone put Stray. Good little cute cat game, right, Tyler?
That's not me. I just want to make that clear. But Stray is absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
And cute is not the word I would use to describe that game.
Oh,
Shout out to
It's extremely sad and upsetting.
Shout out to NA getting a vote.
That's right.
Go, man. I haven't played that one.
God of War Ragnarok. NHL 23. Ian, I know that's you.
Hey, respect.
No
respect to NHL 23. I love it.
Predecessor. I'm not familiar with that one.
I want to say...
Is that a PlayStation single-player game that I'll never touch?
It's a computer game.
Are these not all computer games to some degree or another?
Ragnarok's on PC.
Don't get my jokes.
It's a MOBA.
And then Elden Ring.
I'm surprised Elden Ring's not every vote on this list.
I'm totally surprised. Based on who I know filled out these,
JT,
does
you
not-
could have filled this out and put Sifu on there.
JT in the chat throws out Sifu. But
Hey, I've heard Sifu's great. And honestly, everything I watch of it, it looks really fun. I just don't know if I'd be able to beat it. It might be too hard.
Is it a hard game?
It's like a roguelite, yeah.
Oh, there's no way I'm beating it.
Yeah.
I'm bad at video games.
It's a roguelite beat 'em up, which is a pretty cool like combo of genres.
Is there like difficulty settings?
I don't know.
Because if there's no difficulty settings and it's a hard video game,
You're like, yeah, I'm out. Unfortunately.
it's like we're watching clips on YouTube, boys.
All right, favorite performances, and I love the answers.
Did you say
To
your
this.
game?
no, we haven't talked. Well,
Oh, I
what-
guess sorry. Yeah,
What was your game?
mine was
Tyler?
God of War Ragnarok.
Got Ragnarok.
Yep.
Yep. Luke.
Okay, so
Hold on.
this was my decision making in this. I freaking loved Ragnarok and I loved Forbidden West.
Mm-hmm.
I expected Ragnarok to be great though, and I was not sure that Forbidden West would. So I'm gonna give it to Horizon.
Okay.
And the story and the gameplay really surprised me in that game.
Well, time out.
What?
Am I allowed to use The Last of Us?
No,
Because I played it last year.
I don't think so.
Okay,
Okay.
The Last of Us Part 1 would be my favorite game, but it's a remake. It's almost exactly the same, just looks better. So I didn't pick it.
Yeah, I'm not. That's why it wasn't mine. Mine would be Ragnarok. Horizon was really good though.
It was.
Oh, mine should have been Marvel Snap, dude. I've sunk so much time into that game.
Oh, if it's time you sunk into a game, then mine's Destiny.
I tried to tell Dana to put Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga.
Dude, no
But she
lie.
didn't beat it, so she said, "I'm not putting it on."
Oh, I've not beaten any 2022 game. I mean, other than maybe Witch Queen, I guess.
Dude,
as
the
an
Witch
expansion.
campaign is freaking good.
So that would be. I mean, by default, being the only one that I've beaten, that would probably have to be it. But that said, like, I've also, I've really enjoyed the little bit of Ragnarok that I've started to play.
I can't believe you're playing that with not
I
playing the first
haven't.
one.
Y'all haven't brought me. I know. That one's on me, Luke. This one's on me. I know. I need to go talk to Logan.
This freaking guy,
What?
bro. Logan has all my PS4 games because I gave him my PS4 when I got a PS5.
Do you have PS Online?
No, I'm not gonna get it until I've like played the games y'all can let me borrow.
You could just buy like a $10
I don't know,
Pre-order
throw away
card
money.
thingy.
I know.
and get
Wait.
God of War 2018 for free, and then do the free trial, download it, and cancel it.
Okay.
You get the access to the PS Plus catalog. You just download them all and say, okay, cool.
You still have access even once you cancel.
Yeah. They just give you games.
Xbox doesn't do that.
No, they do not.
Interesting. Okay, maybe a point there for PlayStation. Good for them.
I never beat a Plague Tale Requiem. I feel like that one
Could have been.
could have been up there. Start playing Death Stranding. That's my number 2 game of the year. No lie.
If I
Last of Us Part 1, Death Stranding.
Was
Then the
Death-
2022 games.
did Death Stranding come out in 2019?
19.
Oh,
It's
wow.
yeah, it's been a
It does
while.
not feel that long. Yeah, if I could put old games in there, like Ghost of Tsushima's up there pretty high.
All right, let's move on to our last fan submission category, which is favorite performances.
Dude, I love that people put music stuff in here. This is great. We got Paramore.
Yeah.
We got Dragon Force at the Granada in Lawrence. Who is that?
Dragon Force?
No, I know who Dragon Force is. I want to know who put that in as the answer. That's awesome.
Robert Pattinson must be in the Batman.
That'd be my assumption.
That
That is not me.
Stellan Skarsgård in Andor. Brett pretending he really doesn't love him some Ian.
That just made me remember Mythic Quest Season 3 is definitely in my top TV shows as well. Yeah.
Ian, you're not gonna listen to this, so
Boo.
boo.
Sandra Bullock. What was she in?
The Lost City.
Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting about that movie, and I like that movie.
I watched it
Yeah.
recently. I was surprised by how much I liked it.
Yeah, it was good. Even
Freaking love Brad Pitt in that movie. So epic.
Dude, I was not expecting that to happen. I was like, what?
Out of nowhere.
And then the last one we have over there is Kei Kwan in Ki as Wayman in Everything Everywhere All at Once.
That's mine.
That's mine as well. I think that's one of those. It just hits a different level, because it's such a subversion of what we expect, like, male characters to be and need to be, and it's done in such a humanistic and kind way. I love it. It's a fantastic performance, and he deserves all the awards, in my opinion.
I agree. Michelle Yeoh too.
Yep.
Yeah,
She's also fantastic.
dude, I'll be so sad if this movie doesn't clean up at the Oscars.
I would also like to throw in Paul Dano for the Riddler.
Yeah,
I really liked his performance a lot. I thought he was really good.
Yep.
I gotta look up this guy. Nope, I don't. Crap. There it is. I gotta look up this guy's name because I know I'm not gonna know how to pronounce it.
I think you could also throw in
Paul Baumer. He's the main character in All Quiet on the Western Front.
Yeah.
Freaking good.
Mm-hmm.
Also, just shout out to Colin Farrell, who did Banshees of Inisherin
Yes.
and The Penguin.
Yeah.
Like, opposites right there.
Yeah.
Just crush both of those.
Yeah. Oh, dude, there's the two Batman actors in Banshees of Inisherin. Because Barry Keoghan's in there as well.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And he has, like, the most emotional, like, sad little scene in the movie. Oh. It, like, proved he could act. Because I haven't seen him in anything that I'm like, wow, this guy can act. But, like...
Dunkirk? He's George. Got rocked by that boat. Spoilers?
Dunkirk... Oh, man. We could have a whole
My
conversation
spoilers, I suppose.
on Dunkirk. I was not impressed by much of Dunkirk.
What? It's Christopher Nolan. You have to like it.
I think I was like, yeah, that was a good
You're
movie.
just not smart
I don't
enough to
remember. I
understand.
know. I am the dumbest.
He had 3 separate timelines going at once that all intersected at the end of the movie. He's a genius. Couldn't understand a word, but a genius.
Luke, you're not gonna throw out the two leads in RRR?
Oh, they're awesome. They're fantastic, but they're not my favorite.
Okay, fair
I'm
enough.
gonna throw in, since we're doing honorable mentions, Amber Midthunder and Prey.
Yeah,
Thought she was really good.
Prey was my number 10 movie of the year.
John Turturro
So
in
good.
Severance.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Alexander Skarsgård in The Northman.
Yes, was looking at that one.
Kate Blanchett in Tars. Awesome. That movie's really carried by her performance. Long, too.
Yeah. I need to watch it. Ugh, man, on my list.
Mason Thames in The Black Phone.
Yeah.
Daniel Radcliffe is Weird Al Yankovic. Awesome. Underrated movie. That's my number 10. Free on Roku. Free. Watch it for free.
Yeah, but then I had to download a Roku app.
Woe is me, buddy.
I know. Yeah, a lot of really good performances this year. A lot of solid performances. I'm curious, before we wrap up.
Oh, Justin Long in Barbarian. Boom.
I have an answer for
Okay.
you, Baroque.
Okay.
How the hell was Colin so good in Banshees but so ass in Alexander? Script. I would
When did
give
Alexander come out?
like 2004.
3?
So
He's also very
he's
young.
he's like a better actor now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
04, you were right.
Nice.
I've actually never even seen that movie. I just heard it was bad, so I didn't watch it.
I watched it once, I believe. I forgot all about it. That was the like early 2000s. There was a bunch of like those like Troy and
Gladiator came out and everybody's like,
yeah.
Swords and Sandals are back.
Right.
Now they're gone again.
Surely there'll be another Renaissance.
Gladiator 2's coming out.
It'll kick off the next Renaissance.
Gladiator Returns.
Do you guys have any?
The Dark Gladiator.
Do you guys have
Gladiator
any?
2, Back in the Habit.
I am trying to move on. Comments on like directing or cinematography or sound, music that you want to just throw out before we wrap up here? They're not questions we expected our audience to really dive deep in, but you know, they're things that we talk about when we review movies. I just was curious if you guys had any thoughts.
Favorite soundtrack, I'll start with that one, has been The Batman all year. Freaking awesome.
It was on my Spotify Wrapped. That's like one of my top listens of the year. It's so awesome. Like it was like going through doing like the little like story things, and like two of them had the Batman theme like playing through the background. I was like, this is way more epic than it just playing actual music, like,
dude. Okay,
like an artist's song.
My favorite song on the Batman soundtrack is the Sonata at the end, where it's just the piano.
Oh,
it's so good. It's so good.
I'm trying to look
Sonata in Darkness, I think.
A little bit different here, but favorite book I read last year. You know, let's just get weird. Upgrade by Blake Crouch. Who'd have guessed it?
Is that based on the movie?
No.
The Better Venom movie?
No, but it is really cool. And it'll probably get made into a movie at some point.
There's a movie that we've only mentioned once, just in kind of our top 10 list, but I wanted to pull it out for cinematography specifically, and that's Nope.
Yeah.
I think it deserves a little extra recognition. Hoyt von Hoytema.
Something.
Yeah, they did a fantastic job. So congrats to him and Jordan on just an incredible accomplishment in my opinion.
I'm gonna give Joseph Kosinski a director nod. Considering he's not really done a whole lot.
For Top Gun Maverick.
Yep, and Top Gun Maverick was one of the surprise. Like, I don't know that it was. It was a surprise of the year. I think everybody was excited for it, but it was not expected to be as good as it was.
Yeah.
No,
there was no reason for it to be that good, and it was very good. I would also add the cinematographer for that, whoever that was.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find it. Like, they should have their name said.
I kind of mentioned that Vengeance was my most underrated movie of the year. Do you guys have underrated movies that maybe people didn't see that you actually did?
It's probably Vengeance.
Claudio Miranda
is the biggest one for me.
For Top Gun.
For Top Gun.
Yep. For me, I don't know. I don't think it came out last year. X. X is...
Yeah, I think that was 21.
22. 2022.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh.
That is that and Barbarian, I think, are two extremely underrated movies.
Nice. Barbarian is on HBO.
If you watch it, please tell me.
Okay.
I want to watch it with you.
Oh, okay.
I love that movie. I think it's so good. It's like that movie blew my mind when I watched it. It was last year's Annihilation.
Oh, dang.
Like I watched it and I was like, well, hold on. I was just like, I was not expecting this.
Yeah.
It's not as I like Annihilation.
Sure.
I like Annihilation a lot more. Annihilation is like one of my favorite movies of all time.
Fair. Okay.
But it's really good.
Yeah, surprise. I think I was surprised at how much I liked Banshees of Inisherin.
You watched it?
Banshees? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's good. It's on HBO.
I think I just wasn't sure what to expect out of it. And it's got such good writing and such good acting, and it's a nice, slow, personal story, and it's not trying to be this, bombastic thing. And I love that vibe that it puts off.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is good.
I also think a lot of people slept probably on. I'm not as many as Vengeance, but like The Northman. I know that's like it's Eggers and it's still kind of weird, but it's also like his most digestible film
somehow.
Like Stephanie watched it when we got it on physical disc and really enjoyed it. So yeah, definitely can recommend that one.
What about shows too?
Murderville was probably my like sleeper. Like
Heck
this
yeah.
just came out of nowhere, and I love it.
Heck yeah.
Every minute of it.
Murderville's fantastic.
Boy, I got a bunch of shows I could recommend, buddy.
We talked quite a bit at some point about 1899.
Oh, R.I.P. 1899. I'll miss you
Yeah.
forever. Should have gotten 2 more seasons, or at least one.
One that Luke's talked about a couple times is called the Devil's Hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just about to, Devil's
Okay.
Hour.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't mean to steal it, but
No.
it was one that you brought up a lot that
Did you watch it?
I've not. No.
Oh man, it's so good.
That's what
I think it's only 6 episodes.
Yeah.
And you start it.
It's added to my watch list.
It does the thing where it starts and you're like, oh, I kind of see what this is going to be. It might be a little weird. The last episode happens, you're like, nope, didn't see that coming. And it's still weird.
Those are the best.
Outer Range, we all loved it.
Mm-hmm.
Feel like a lot of people didn't watch it,
Yeah.
but it did get a season 2.
Good.
Yeah. Terminal List.
Yeah, I didn't
I've
finish
said
it.
this all year. If you want to see Chris Pratt give a good performance that isn't himself, watch the Terminal List. It's really good.
JT,
else I got
my
going?
book of the year was Upgrade, the one you got me.
Your birthday present.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You the man.
Reacher, that was super good.
Oh, dude, Reacher. I totally forgot that was last year.
Midnight Club, that got canceled. I like that show. Jack Ryan was good. Sinner's always good. Dragon Prince was disappointing.
Luke won't ever watch this. Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosities. I thought was an excellent anthology. It is horror, so like if you're not into that, you're not into it. But like it's really good.
I feel like the only horror I'm into is Mike Flanagan's horror.
Because it's psychological, not.
It's like, we're all sad.
Yeah.
A ghost!
Yeah, I there's a couple like Werewolf by Night kind of got thrown in there.
That's good, yeah.
Not traditional series like you would think, but
I didn't put that on any list because
I don't know where it
Yeah.
exists, so I threw it on the
Made
series.
for TV movie.
Yeah. Isn't that just a streaming movie? At
Yeah,
this
I think
point?
Euphoria was last year.
I don't watch Euphoria.
I don't either, but
Oh yeah.
JT evidently has.
I haven't watched it since season 1, and I didn't watch all of season. Yeah. No, it was a good year for movies and shows. If you slept on things because of time commitments or couldn't get around to it, maybe we'll should put out like a list on our website and recommendations, so you don't have to worry about memorizing everything we've said tonight.
Oh, lock it in your brain. Right
Okay,
now, baby.
well, Luke's gonna make you memorize it. I'll write my list. Any final thoughts on the year of 2022?
2023 is
good.
loaded.
Pretty good.
So if you need to not feel overwhelmed by the amount of crap that's coming out this year, just look back at last year. There's a lot of really good stuff.
Yeah.
What? Oh, okay. I guess all of our favorite fandom. We didn't even put it on there because it's probably Batman for like everybody.
Oh,
But,
like favorite superhero thing?
I'm just trying to remember all the Marvel movies that came out. Like,
You had Black Panther, you had Doctor Strange, and you had Thor: Love and Thunder.
and Black Panther was the best one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Boy, it was a rough year for Marvel, and
I'm counting on you, James, with Volume 3. I'm not putting my trust in Reed with Ant-Man.
Which is so weird to
Could be
say.
great though. You never know. He could pop off.
You
Oh,
never
dude, you know
know.
what movie was, underappreciated movie from last year?
Yeah.
I think The Harder They Fall.
Was that last year?
I think so.
Was that 21? I think it might have been 21.
I think it was 21 too. I would have had that on here.
It was. Dang it.
Yeah. Good try though.
Man.
Yeah, good try. Try again next year.
It came out in November of 21,
Mm.
so it was pretty late.
I think this is interesting. The highest movie I have on my list that's animated is The Bad Guys at 12. I think the only other one I have is turning red.
You didn't
Was
watch a
the-
lot of
Was the Long
animated.
Halloween not last year?
It doesn't count. It's on my list because it's not in theaters.
Oh, okay.
Or it won't be like a award winning. It's straight to DVD.
Yeah.
I didn't see Lightyear. I haven't seen Puss in Boots. I
haven't
hear
either,
it's
but
good.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck?
Yeah, I need to check that one out.
Do I need to see Puss in Boots 1?
Or 2?
Is this the third one?
I don't know. They've made several. I thought.
And they're like 7 Shreks and Puss in Boots.
I'm curious what your, just before we leave, I don't want to, I don't want to be negative, but I am curious what was your guys'
Worst.
bottom of your movie list.
Morbius.
Me too.
Yeah, Morbius is there. I also need to give just a lovely special shout out to the other Naughty Dog franchise, Uncharted.
Oh,
They put an absolute burner out on into the theaters, and it was horrible, and I hated almost every second of it.
Baroque over in the chat. Vesper is on my I saw a trailer for it, and
I've heard a lot of things about.
I
Vesper
want to
from
check it
people at
out.
work.
I think you can rent it on Amazon currently.
Do we want to rent it and do a movie night?
Sure. Because that's yeah.
Do you remember when we fell asleep watching Morbius?
I do. We both woke up and
There was a loud noise. We both went.
I just woke up and I was like, "How did we get here?" And you were like, "I don't know." And I was like, "Did you sleep too?" And you were like, "Yeah."
They were flying around the city, and she was dead. Spoilers, I guess.
And then they were underground, and I was like, "What?"
And then they played more Dark Knight music, and we're just like, "Did I sleep an hour or 5 seconds?"
No one
with the
will
pacing
know.
of that movie, probably 5 seconds.
I do think other movies might be worse than that. Of just like pure, I hated watching them.
Mm-hmm.
But you earn a special place on my list for being the only movie ever I've fallen asleep into theaters to. I'm a warrior when it comes to being in
And we
theater.
didn't
I don't
go
leave
late.
and I don't sleep. Congratulations, Morbius. I'm still waiting on the one to leave, Darren.
And we didn't go late. That was the other thing. We
Yeah, it
went
was
to
like a
like
6 o'clock
Yeah, it was
movie.
like 6 o'clock, and we both fell asleep. It was weird.
That's insane.
Yeah, because there was the giant crash. I think it was like a pipe or something. Because they're underground, and there's water pouring out of a pipe and things. I don't know. There was some loud crash, and we were like,
Who?
You know what's crazy? That the girl in that movie, girl doctor. I mean, nobody's good in that movie, and they had no help. And she's in Andor. She's good. She's
Yeah.
good in Andor.
classic.
So it just keeps gives you make good scripts, please. Starts with the script. It's easier to act when you're given good things to perform.
Indeed. JT, I need to check out more anime this year.
I need to get back on Attack on Titan. Listen, JT, you might not like me saying this, but I do need to get it off my chest. Attack on Titan is really good. It's a lot of fun, but freaking every 4 episode cycle is the same. It's here's the rookies that you follow, and here's the people that are in charge leading them. And it's always the old people die, and the rookies get away, and somebody was secretly something else, and it's just like,
But when you gotta
Maybe it's
make
because
make a thing go 300 episodes. That's what you gotta do.
Attack on Titan's ending soon.
Yeah.
They
Good
just
for them.
announced their season
They're doing it in
4,
2
part
parts.
3, the finale. Listen, I am gonna get back on it. I think it's a really good show, but man, maybe is season 2 considered not as good? Maybe, I don't know. Sorry if that asking. I also hear great things about Spy Family. I might that one next.
I'm watching My Hero Academia.
I finally started Neon Genesis.
Evangelion?
Yeah.
The show or the movies?
The show?
I might just watch the movies.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because you'll finish the show and you'll be like, what the freaking crap is this?
JT said, "Don't spread your American ignorance on that show." JT coming in hot from the top rope.
I love it.
Yeah, Evangelion makes honestly like 0 sense at the end of the show. And I loved it because it's just giant robots fighting giant monsters.
I don't know if I need it to make sense as long as it makes me feel something. Does it make me feel something?
It might.
Okay.
Honestly, I feel like anime is really good at making you feel something. The way the animation works and the way the voice actors do their job.
Yeah.
It's like it could be the worst anime and you could be like, well, what kind of feelings are
I'm kind of into this. I'm digging it.
I think the movies, they're all on Prime, are a lot more digestible.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll pause the show and watch the first movie and see how I feel.
That's just my opinion. I don't know what everybody in the anime world thinks.
Who knows? Okay. Well, I want to thank everyone for a fantastic season of What the Fanboy. Fantastic 2022. We'll be back next week. Season 8, Episode 1. Get hyped. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
So,
Woo!
thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. And we will see you next